There's no need to fear. Underdog is here.
Time again for the Underdog Show, starring that champion of champions, Underdog.
Not a bird, not a plane, not even a frog. Just little old me, Underdog.
There's MC and his buddy Julie. Go, go, Gophers on the run. The stories of McBride outrageous. No one could be more courageous. Underdog! 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 Join the king in Bongo Congo. Meet a cat with savoir-faire. Go watch the hunter chase the bocce. Shooters on the rocks and then there's Underdog!
In our last episode, a battle-weary underdog had been captured, and with Sweet Polly sealed up in a cocoon by the giant caterpillar of the Molemen.
Underdog, Underdog, speak to me.
My ring.
Your ring?
A secret place in my ring I fill with an Underdog super energy pill.
Of course, I forgot. Here.
There's no need to fear. Underdog is here.
He's back. Release the giant ant again. We'll have some entertainment.
As Sweet Polly was cheering for Underdog, she was being watched by two sinister eyes high up in the great cave. Suddenly,
When Polly's in trouble, I am not slow. It's hip, 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 and away I go.
Look out, Underdog! It's a giant spider web! We're stuck!
here, sir, for if you won't,
Silence! One more word, and I will use the mole-hole gun on her. If you make one move, it's the end of Sweet Polly. It's better. Now you will do exactly as I say, or else. First, I want you to...
It looks as if King Mange has Underdog in his power. What does he want him to do? The answer lies ahead in our next exciting episode.
One afternoon at the Megapolis Zoo, Jerboa Jump, arch rival of Tennessee Tuxedo, was surrounded by a group of zoo friends and was holding them spellbound with stories of his rocket ship adventures.
So there I was, see, ready to blast off. They started the countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and kapooey! I was off at 4,000 miles an hour.
Will you listen to that, Chumley? Will you listen to that? All those dopes falling for Jerboa's phony stories.
Hey, who says they're phony?
I do. Anybody can brag about riding in rockets. Talk is cheap.
Yeah, well, it's not just talk, pal. I got clippings here to prove it. Look at that. Mice blast off from White Sands Proving Ground. Mice rocket the height of 36 miles. Aero B rocket hurls mice into space. Ha! How about that, smart guy?
Hey, did you hear what he said? But how do we know that's you? Huh? Tell me that. I think you'd be too scared to get into a rocket, let alone blast off.
Yeah?
Yeah. I don't think those clippings are about you.
Yeah? Well, it's a cinch they're not about a penguin, pal. If you notice, it says mice, pal. M-I-C-E, mice. Not P-E-S-T, penguin.
Yeah? Well, I'll show you up, wise guy.
Why don't you go fly a kite? That is about as close as you'll ever get to being a big astronaut like me.
The nerve of that guy, Chumley. The nerve. I'll show him. We'll build a rocket of our own.
Gee, Tennessee, we don't know about rockets.
What's to know, Chumley? A rocket is just something that shoots into the air, right?
Yeah.
Well, there's more than one way to get shot into the air. Come on. All right now, Chumley. I'll close myself in the capsule, and when I say blast off, cut the rope, and the bed springs will shoot me into outer space. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, blast off!
Gee, Tennessee, how's everything up on the moon?
Never mind, Chumley, never mind. All we need is more power. Now, let me think. I've got it. Air pressure. I'll pop into orbit like a champagne cork. All right, Chumley. Pump!
Take me to your leader.
Very funny, Chumley.
Gee, Tennessee, at the rate we're going, we won't get into orbit till the 4th of July.
That's it, Chumley. You've got it. 4th of July, skyrockets. Now, why didn't we think of it before? There you are, Chumley. A real rocket. Tennessee Tuxedo will not fail. Now, light the fuse and I'll blast off. Some blast off.
Yeah, all blast and no off.
Chumley, I think it's time to go see Mr. Whoopi. He'll tell us all about rockets, and then we can show up that Jerboa. We'll use escape plan number 1212. Now, you go get the springboard while I get the umbrellas.
Okay, Tennessee. The board's all set up.
Okay, I'll just test it to see if it has enough spring. Not quite enough, Chumley. You'll have to move the sawhorse back a little bit.
Okay, Tennessee. But first I gotta take off the springboard.
Chumley!
But at last, all was ready for the escape.
All right, Chumley. I'll go first. Great, Chumley. Come on.
Okay, Tennessee.
And so a short time later, our two heroes were sitting in the office of Phineas J. Whoopi, the man with all the answers.
Rockets, eh? Well, put all your money in rockets, my boy, because they're going up. You get it? Yes. But I think we can find out something about them. Now, where did I put that three-dimensional blackboard? Oh, here it is. Rockets began about 700 years ago in China. The Chinese who invented gunpowder found that if they put the powder in a paper tube and blocked both ends, they got a firecracker. They found the firecrackers very amusing. Then one day someone forgot to plug up one end of the firecrackers, and instead of exploding, it went... And whoopee! The rocket was born. Soon they found out that if they fastened a long stick to the back of the rocket, it would go in a straight line. But one ambitious gentleman fastened a number of rockets to his sedan chair in an effort to become the first astronaut.
What happened?
I know what happened.
Precisely, my boy. It was a very short flight to nowhere.
But gee, Mr. Whoopi, what does make a rocket go?
Everybody knows that, Chumley. That explosion coming out of the rear of the rocket pushes against the air and the rocket goes. Right, Mr. Whoopi?
Wrong, Tennessee. The air has nothing to do with it. In fact, it works much better in space where there is no air to resist it. That's because it uses Isaac Newton's third law of motion.
Law of motion?
Yes. The law says that for every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. Here, let me show you. Have you ever seen how a man stepping from a boat to the dock pushes the boat away at the same time? This is the action. Man toward dock. This is the reaction. Boat away from dock. Action, reaction.
What has that got to do with a rocket?
Well, let's look inside a rocket. When the fuel burns, it expands and has to rush out here. The action in this direction creates a reaction in this direction against the front wall of the rocket, which naturally pushes the rocket along. Action, reaction.
Great. Great. Let's go. How much do you think it would cost to build a rocket big enough for Chumley and me?
Oh, millions, my boy, millions.
Gee, Tennessee, we haven't even got 10 cents.
I know it, Chumley. Well, what are we going to do to show up that Jerboa?
Well, I know how to take care of braggarts like Jerboa. I have an old friend over at the amusement park who might be able to supply just the kind of rocket you need. Let's go over and see.
And the next morning, back at the zoo, Tennessee and Chumley were hard at work on a very strange contraption and attracting a large crowd of interested spectators.
All finished, Tennessee.
Good, Chumley. This ought to take care of Jerboa.
What is it, Tennessee, huh? What is it, huh?
It's a rocket, Yak.
Oh, a rocket?
Yep, I'll start it up. All right, step right up, folks, and feast your eyes on a genuine rocket ride straight from the world's largest amusement park. The thrill of a lifetime, folks, and it's free.
Hey, let me
Estimate, my friends, I think that the honor of the first ride should go to that brave, courageous hero of outer space, Jerboa Jump.
Say, he's right.
Our hero!
Yes, let Jerboa do it first, yes.
Step right up, Jerboa.
I just remembered I got a very important meeting to go to, so if you don't mind...
Nonsense, Jerboa. This won't take long. Come on, I'll strap you in.
Strap me in?
Sure, don't they always strap you astronauts in? Come on.
No. Hey, come on, look, what do you say? Look.
Well, if he's that scared, I guess we'll just have to show him how it's done. Everybody ride.
Hooray! Tennessee! Hey! Tennessee! Hey! Hooray! Tennessee! Hey!
Yep.
Look there, Sergeant. Asleep. Asleep on guard duty.
It's like I told you, Colonel. I don't think you can make soldiers out of those Gopher Indians.
Nonsense. I'll put some life into those Indians. I'll give them a rigorous course in Army man-to-man combat. Attention. Forward march. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. With this dummy,
I shall demonstrate the art of self-protection. Imagine that this feather is a knife. The dummy is approaching me with knife in hand. Now, in slow motion and by the numbers, I will show you the arm block a soldier uses to protect himself. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, this time at full speed. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. What did he say?
Him say no believe protection work on real person.
Aha! Bully! I shall demonstrate on ruffled feather. Here, hold this as if you were about to attack me with a knife. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Stop. No, stop. Here, stop it. Attention. Sometimes, as you have seen, the arm block does not always work. That's when we use the arm throw. I shall demonstrate in slow motion. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, watch again at full speed. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. What did he say?
Him say not believe arm throw work on his arm.
This time, he is in for a surprise.
But Colonel...
Come, Ruffled Feather, get set for the attack. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Something must have gone wrong. If all else fails, there is one foolproof method for protecting yourself against knife attack. We call it the body throw. I shall demonstrate. First in slow motion. Watch carefully. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. And now, let me show you again at full speed. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. What did he say?
Him say body throw not work on him.
Oh, he did he? Well, we'll see about that.
Gee, Colonel, maybe you better let me demonstrate this time.
Stand aside, Sergeant. My body throw never fails. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Well, looks like those Gopher Indians have really got the Colonel up a tree this time. But you all be sure to watch our next adventure. The Colonel is sure to be down by then. See what I mean?
Mange, king of the Molemen, had captured Sweet Polly and was now forcing Underdog to obey him.
Don't make a move, Underdog, or Sweet Polly will pay for it. By 12 o'clock today, the people on the surface of the earth will be so weak from hunger that my men and my ants will have no trouble conquering them. Here, you, guard the prisoner while I prepare for battle. And as for you, why don't you get lost?
Underdog, helpless in the land of the Molemen, rocketed up to the surface, and just as Mange had said, the people were too weak to run, let alone fight.
To arms! To arms! The Molemen are coming!
Too weak.
Blow your whistle long and loud. We must alert this sluggish crowd. It's clear the fight is up to me, but I can't do a thing till Polly's free.
It's the great Underdog, but you're still helpless as a kitten. Don't move, or Sweet Polly gets it.
But Underdog was not helpless. He quickly spotted a stalactite high over the guard's head and concentrated his atomic eyes on it until...
Oh, Underdog, we must hurry. The Molemen and the giant ants are already on their way.
When the world's in trouble, I am not slow. It's hip, 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 and away we go.
Going to help. The people need strength to escape. They have no food. All they have is water.
Water, that's the answer. Each reservoir I'll fill with an Underdog super energy pill.
And moving with the speed of light over the country, Underdog dropped one of his energy pills into the great reservoirs that supplied water to the cities and towns. So powerful were the pills that all the water was instantly full of tremendous energy. Meanwhile, Sweet Polly was on television.
Drink water. The Molemen are coming. Drink water. The Molemen are coming. Drink water. The Molemen are coming.
And all over the country, people followed Polly's command. The ants and the Molemen began moving in on the city. But the people now had strength to escape, and the army had the strength to fight. King Mange arrived with the mole hole gun.
Stand back, you soldiers. Stay in line. This mangy king is mine, all mine. Here's your villain. He's had his day. He's proof that evil does not pay.
Look in the sky. It's a plane.
That's a bird.
It's a frog.
A frog?
Not plane, nor bird, nor even frog. It's just little old me. Underdog.
Oh,